Okay, I've tried this like 6 times. Let's see if we can get this going. I'm at the well house. Guy had called me, and what went down was James Brandon Claborn. But that's not his name anymore. It's William Brandon, or it's Brandon William Claborn for Meshach Industries, with married to Kimberly Claborn, who's AKA Mrs. Linda Christine Claborn. These are their fake new names over there in Claremore. So we'll get to that in a little bit. I'll put that negativity behind me because that's my dig for the day, hopefully. Anyway, I was letting it get to me. The kid had called, and I said, what? Because Rodney, I'm going to call him Rodney Broomhall because that's his name. Rodney had wanted to find out what was going on with these plumbers, blah, blah, blah. So they called, and I said, look, what happened? And he said, my boss told me that we weren't coming back there till sometime next week, whenever. And I could tell by the sound of his voice it was terrible. He felt so bad because he knew the state he left it in. And he knew I had puppies, that I was sick, that I couldn't, the cold, everything. He knew what he had done, and he felt wrong. And I think he was going to come over and fix it himself. And I said, you know what? I know exactly what happened. Deborah Claborn and went to his boss, and, because they're right next door to where she works. And they put that, and they started that pettiness. Now, the thing with these people is they're narcissists, okay? She's not high level. I had thought up until this point it was just this Rodney and his mother, but it wasn't. It was this Kimberly Claborn, Catherine Rennie Davis, Linda Christine Stewart, whoever she happens to call herself to defraud people. They're the hatred of me. For 11 years she's been here as like his lover, wife, and I was the pet. So, I mean, I can see where she hates me because she's hating an imaginary person that never did her any harm, and I feel sorry for that. I do. I never knew of her. That makes me even more sad because I never knew of her. Every moment of her life for the last 7 years, all she's heard of is me. And that's got to hurt. So I see why she's just frauding. But his mother, she's just a stifle cat and a dog. She's just a lapper at anybody who helps. She thinks is more powerful than a money grubber. So, this is what happened. I had let that overwhelm me. I had let that take from me my animals and my art. And I had been emotionally neglecting my pigs. And getting into despair and getting caught up into that it matters. And Hound is in trouble because he keeps barking at the possums. And I just started praying because I did not know what to do because I'm going to have to take them to federal court. I have court next week. And it just overwhelmed me, sick from burns. And I just started to pray. And I said, God, and this is coming from, I've been listening to my narc stuff again. And I'll get the name of the woman. I listened to her and she was telling me stuff that God wanted me to hear, and I knew it was. And you can do whatever, the Great Spirit, whatever. I'm not pushing any religion here. That I was taking the divine retribution of that person upon myself to administer. And I'm not. God will take care of it. Powers that be will take care of it. His karma is his own. And I've been trying to, rationalize that in my mind. And I was sitting there and I said, angels, God, just help me to pray, and help me to get through this, and give me some advice and peace in my heart. And I was clicking through the phone, thinking, and I saw this website. It was just randomly. No, that's not what happened. I said, Google. Just the thought came into my head. Ask Google for a random proverb, just a random Bible verse. So I went and I asked Google. I said, Google, will you please just pick a random Bible verse? And the little voice says, here, this is what I found for you. And it came up, this roll the dice Proverbs. I'll get the exact name to give them credit because this is wonderful. And don't start thinking about gambling because it's not. It was just a random thought, and I've never done that. And I said, okay. And I pushed the Bible, and what came up floored me. Literally blew me away. And it showed me instantly that when you are at strife, if you are truly asking the universe and what you believe in to give you strength and guidance, they will somehow find a way to respond to you, some way. What came up was, I'm going to cry, Proverbs 22:10. I'm not even a Bible verse person. I know the scripture when I need to. I'm more of nature and stuff and Roman Catholic. But cast away from you the scornful man. Cast away from you the mocker. Cast him out. Cast out the one who sees not glory in man and rejoices in man, and who mocks the universe and God. Cast him out. And when you do this, all of the troubles and strife in your life will cease, for all that they do is bring strife and trouble where they go. Cast them out. They see nothing. They drag you in and twist all society and the families and tear brothers and sisters apart and husbands and wives. And where they go, grief follows them. You must cast them away from you. God was talking about the narcissistic people. They recognize him in the Bible in that. To cast that narcissist because he is coloring everything. And he was. I allowed it. And in that moment, I knew. I woke up today. And I've been talking to the pigs and making my rounds, and I've checked my glass, and I came out here and I said, you know what? Well, let's just try this, because God had let that man leave the glue, and I have parts around here, and I came in and I'm going to fix it again myself, because like I said, when I need it, I have the pipe here. I think I have enough parts. And the part that's really difficult right now, and it's not difficult because that's what I do. I work with antique hand tools, breaking them apart and getting them functioning again. This is the tricky part. It is in the tank, and it's what froze. It's the usual. So I'm working on that. I got my chemicals here, and that's the hard part, because you don't start smashing this. You do not smash these things to get them apart like when they're done like that. What you have to do is use the resonation of the metal, and I'll show you how I work on that. But I'm going to get after it and let you go for now. But I look at that site. Like I said, it's not gambling, because I'm not asking anything like that. And I will look at it again because I'm curious. I just think it's interesting, like a thing for, let's see, what's for our inspiration to work today. I don't think there's any harm in that. There is harm in saying, how should I do my life? Let's hear this. That's different. But this was just a moment of, I had a few minutes of peace. I slept. My burns are healing a little bit. My puppies are getting good. I got a home for one of them. They're really good people. So we'll talk to you after. Now, I'll let you know how it's going. And yes, I will sit down and I'm going to tell you the whole story. Because what difference does it make? I'm dying anyway. I love you all. And I love you, powers, and all of nature. And help me to put behind me the scornful one and cast that aside. And do not be caught up in that, because that was terrible. Okay, love you. Bye.